Trying something new, everybody.
It auto stops on its own.
Oh, you should have told me that.
Yeah, I should have, but I didn't.
Blind leading the blind today, huh?
Maybe. Harsh. It's so harsh for a Monday. I don't know if you guys can hear us. If there's anyone in there, even. Oh, there's a few. Who's in chat so far? Do you see?
I see Adele. Hi. Michael Barton. New local Austin. And that's who we have in here so far. Bear with me, guys. I'm using my phone on StreamYard, and his phone is hooked up to StreamYard for the camera. We're not doing the laptop hookup thing tonight. It was disconnected, so we're going to try something new.
Just wanted to try something because we want to be a little bit mobile tonight. Show you guys a few things. And hopefully it is all right. So let us know, video, audio. Is it coming through? Do I need to speak up? I couldn't hook up an external microphone to my phone. It wouldn't let me through Safari. And anyways, I'm working on that. So I got wireless mics. That's what I was planning on using. But for some reason, they said most wireless mics are not working with Safari right now, and they're working on it.
Vibe says everything's good.
Well, good.
And Curtis is in here too. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Curtis. So welcome back to another Case of the Mondays. I just got done with work a little bit ago. Katie, as you know, had the day off. That's nice. She did lots of chores, though, around the house. And me, I just stood around at work and made money, I guess. So this week, got a few things to show you. If you guys have seen the short that I put out last night, we did a water test on the 210, and it is currently up and going. So I wanted to show you guys that. It's not up and going as far as having any fish in it. We just have water in it. We've got the canister filter hooked up. That was a whole nother thing. We'll get into that in a little bit, but wanted to show you guys kind of what's been going on. This is a beautiful evening tonight.
I could go for more breeze, though.
Yeah, it is kind of warm. It's hot lately up here. And I know some of you guys down in Texas and other areas can probably tell us that we don't know what heat is, but the humidity that goes on in the summertime around here is no joke. So,
yeah.
Was it the other morning we had like 90% humidity right away in the morning?
Was that like 5 o'clock?
5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, came outside here. It was already 74 degrees and 90% humidity. It was way warm for a morning. But I'd rather take that than freezing my bits off.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we're sitting on our front porch. This is kind of our place that we like to hang out and have coffee in the morning, relax, because we can see our whole yard. And I didn't even think about taking that rug down before doing this. But yeah, a nice view of our yard from here. It's very relaxing. It's Katie's bun.
3G's in here.
Try not to shake too much. So I apologize for the shakiness.
Vibe says we don't know what heat is.
Yeah, exactly. I figured he'd say that.
I'll take dry heat any day. It's the humidity that wears everybody out so quick.
They probably got humidity down there. I don't know. But yeah, I can see a few things need water out there.
I'm just waiting for it to cool off a tad bit more.
Yeah.
Knox, he is in here. How's it? How are you doing? June's here.
Hi, June.
Excuse our glistening faces. It's not makeup, it's sweat.
Not me. Mine is makeup.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That cover girl.
I
Maybe
just,
it's Maybelline.
I just use Crisco. Smear straight Crisco on my face. Give me that healthy glow. I like it. So far, it works for me.
Laura R's in here. She says, thank you all for sharing as usual, and I'm back to lurking as usual. She says, Katie, I'm wearing the same shirt as you. Happy Monday, all.
Nice. Now, this still works the same way as on the computer. If you tap on one,
I can type.
or if you tap on it, it'll show up on the screen.
I must have hit one by accident.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different layout on the phone, but still some of the same functions, I guess.
Bob says it's Southern style makeup. Yeah, we're getting the hot temperatures later this year than we did the last year. And we have a whole at least week, maybe 2 weeks of in the almost 90s with the
Yeah.
humidity and storm risks. So thanks, Adele, for coming.
She's leaving now?
She's got to go get ready for work.
Aw, well, have a good day at work, Adele. Thanks for stopping by. Wish you could stay longer, and I'm sure you do too. But people gotta make money.
Mike from MNC is here. Whip's in the house.
Well, hey, Whip. Glad you can make it, bud. Normally, Whip's really good at being part of the replay crew.
Alfish
So
is
it's
here.
awesome. Alfish, how's it going?
I'm trying not to miss anybody. Like I said, guys, this is all new for me on my phone versus the laptop.
So we spent all day yesterday cleaning. I don't know if you can hear that. Neighbor's got his motorcycle up.
Hey, Red Laser. Yeah, it is hard, Whip. It's a whole new experience.
What?
Streaming on the phone.
Yeah.
It's easier when the phone's hooked to the laptop and a different sound system, but tonight we're all cell phones.
I just wanted. I don't know. I didn't feel like resetting everything up, and like I said, I wanted to be more mobile tonight, and wanted to see if it could work. It should work. Other people do it.
Mike wants to know where we got our greenhouse. I found it, I believe, on Amazon through a company that does different size kits. I'd have to go back into our history to give you the exact company, but it's a 12 by 40.
They're over here.
And I'm just trying to keep up with comments so I
I
don't.
know. I'm just kidding.
And they come in, your smaller sizes, and then they get even bigger than ours. They did come in at 20 by. Hold on. Sorry, we're waiting for the motorcycle. They do come in 20 wides, I think. But of course, they go up in price from there from what we paid. Ours wasn't too bad for pricing, considering it came with the whole frame kit, the canopy, and then we did add extra to it for bracing. I'll see if Jake can find the link for you, Mike, and we'll send it to you. Thanks, Laura. She said she can vaguely hear, but devices are doing a good job of disguising it. She can't hear the motorcycle.
Good. He's usually pretty good at waiting until he's away before trouncing on it. He's a good neighbor. It's not from South Park.
Oh, Michael says, Hoggins, you both look so healthy and happy sitting on your porch with setting sun on your face. Wish we were neighbors. That would be fun. I wish we all could be neighbors so we could have the biggest block party ever, you know? Hang out with everybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's my favorite time of day for sitting out here because of the sun setting off that way. Comes through the trees, kind of glows through the. Everything kind of lights up. Except
No.
for that stupid rug there. I should have pulled that down.
Our deck is covered, so it's one of our favorite places to sit underneath when storms are rolling in, or even during storms. Whip said it wouldn't work for him. He'd be drunk all the time if we were. Yes, you can, Laura. She wants to be the one that drinks too much wine and goes dancing in the backyard.
You've been known to do that. Much to the neighbors' dismay, but.
Curtis said he would help.
Dance?
No, help Whip get drunk.
Oh. You have to really twist his arm, I think.
Barely.
Let's show him the greenhouse. I don't know. I might just open the door and let it air out first, and then we can show the.
Do that.
Do the
Or
tank.
it's going to be unbearable in there right
Plus,
now.
I want to make sure that. So we did water last night. I'd hate to show you guys in the like some wilty pepper plants because we didn't water or something.
Hi, DJ Guppy. Thanks for coming. Yes, Vibes. We are going this Saturday to the Fish Fam Cookout. Jeff Kane is going to be there. And I heard via Sunday morning Eduardo is going to be there. I'm sure somebody's going to be recording the picnic vibes. Hey, Jesse. Anybody else going to the Fish Fam Cookout in Wisconsin that we don't know about? That might be in here tonight. Hey, Alex.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That's this weekend, this coming weekend.
Oh, we're sorry you can't come, Vibes. We really wish you could. You and Curtis both, and Mike.
Yeah.
We've been wanting to meet you guys for a long time.
Yeah, it sucks, but you know, the next best thing is I'm sure somebody's going to be live streaming. I would hope. I have a feeling Brian and Roxanne should, one of them should be.
Or at least a tripod set up to catch all the goings on.
Just a ton of YouTubers there in one spot, and
right.
Cameras are allowed, so to me, lots of footage. I'm thinking somebody's going to have to do a live stream during some of it. So you guys can come and hang out at least and check that.
Kind of feel like you're there without having to travel.
We'll see how their Wi-Fi is. If everyone tries to live stream at once and shut it all down. That was my idea. Have a multi-view live stream. So you guys could like load up several pages on your computer screen and then see multiple views going on at once. Probably be confusing. But different. Something different.
It's hot, Jesse. There's no breeze. And I'm sweaty and achy.
What does he want you to do?
He says I look different.
Because we're outside.
Yeah, we're outside. We're not in the fish tank room.
It's only 101 in the greenhouse right now, so it's not bad.
Only.
Actually, it didn't feel that warm in there. I think the sun's hitting the thermometer. And nothing is wilty. It looks pretty good, except for those cardinal plants. I had issues with those. Our biggest pest in there right now is
Aw,
aphids.
thank you, Laura. She says I look radiant. That's funny.
Well, should we show them the 210?
Go ahead, because my internet's in and out.
What do you mean go ahead? You can come with.
Well, I'm going 4G and back to Wi-Fi just sitting here. If I go in there, it's going to get worse.
It's fine. You can see it on my screen.
Okay.
You can come with.
Go ahead.
You're not coming with?
I'll follow you.
Oh, I see. No butt shots allowed, I guess. Oh, hey, look. Oh, good job. Right up on the curb. Caught that on live stream. My daughter's home. Way to go. And I didn't teach the other one how to drive, so that's on her. My goodness. Anyway, excuse any messes you see, because there's lots of mess. Let me turn on some light. Like I said, this is just temporary. Well, real close. Um, you can see from the bubbles on there, that is some of the leftover silicone from the background. Here's all the chunks of the broken background and stuff that we peeled off of there. It was getting decrepit. Awesome background if it was brand new, but it was not so good. So we peeled it off, did a lot of scraping. You see some chunks of crap down in here yet. Just wanted to make sure it held water. And then with all the water it had in here to clean the sides and stuff, because there was still old algae. It was a used tank when we picked it up last November or something. Just like January. It's been sitting in here for a while.
But I gotta say it helped.
Give him a size. You hold the camera better. It's this big. Pretty big tank. 210 gallons. It's acrylic. Um, the stand is actually heavier than the tank empty. So really heavy duty stand that's on. The Fluval FX6 that's behind here. Got that kind of going. Anyways, we're going to be emptying this out. And then do a background. We're kind of between a couple ideas. I think we're going to use pond foam and rocks and sand to make a background. But whether or not we do it directly onto the back, which would require taking and tipping it on its back, or if we use thin sheet of foam and do it ahead of time in sections and place it in there and silicone it back to the wall, I don't know yet. Part of me thinks that it would hold better if we did it that way, but I don't know. We've never done it before, but it's impossible to get all of that silicone off of there without scratching the crap.
Ice cream truck. You hear it?
What are you talking about? Ice cream truck.
Don't go running up to it unless you've got money, because it'll stop.
Oh my gosh. Wish I could zoom in. It's kind of creepy.
He's a really cool guy, though.
Ice cream truck. I have cash. We should have got some ice cream.
It's like $8 for an ice cream bar.
That's okay. The Fluval FX6. I got it in here just to make sure that it's not going to leak. But it's not leaking. We ended up getting two of these when we bought this tank and everything that went along with it. Um, I cleaned it up, got it all hooked up, and it didn't work. It worked for like 2 seconds, and then it shut off. So I thought it had a dirty impeller, and so I took it back out, dumped it out, pulled apart the motor, the impeller, cleaned that all up, put it back together, stuck everything back in, refilled it with water, brought it back in here, and it still didn't work. So I swapped the motors off of the other one that we have, and it works just fine. It's actually very quiet. It had one leak here, and all I had to do is just tighten this up a little bit, the hose clamp, and it hasn't leaked a drop at all. So we're letting it go for a little while just to make sure. And Jesse says I had a motor fail on a FX4. What's cool is that we have two of these. I might look into buying a new motor for the other one because I would like to use the other one. Otherwise, we just have spare parts. These hoses here are not quite long enough because once we get it into its spot, I want to have that canister underneath. And I don't think these hoses are going to be long enough to run them where I really want them. There's placed temporarily in here now, but you can see the top of this tank. You got holes for air line there, holes for filter like this, and then two slots along the side. The lids are recessed into the top here, so it's pretty much fully enclosed top. I just have a couple lights sitting on there for now, just so that we could see what's going on in there. But we have other lights that are going to be used in here. It's just a massive tank. Katie's, when she stands here, let me see, she can't. Where are you? Pretty tall tank. I'd say it's about I don't know, 2 feet front to back.
It's 24 by 32 by 6.
24 by 32 by
6 feet.
6 feet, which is 72 inches if you don't know your math. But anyways, it's a big, big tank. And that is going to go. Which way can I go without showing too much mess? Go like this. I hear the ice cream truck again. That's going and directly in this spot. That tank's going out of there. All that junk is going to be about 3 inches from the bottom of that fish there. And there's going to be about 1 inch clearance on each side. If I did my measuring right. It's going to fill up this whole spot. That's going to be the first tank you see when you come into our fish room, which is messy right now. Another update is on this 55, which I was going to put out a video. I shot a little tiny video yesterday. We had a lot of algae breakout in here, and most tanks go through that, but it turned these rocks completely yellow. Um, Now today they're almost completely clean. I took one of our Chinese algae eaters out of this pond here and put him inside, and he's gone down and filled himself up. Um, you'll see there's a tiny little sponge filter in there. I know it's not going to do anything in this 55-gallon. That's just a tiny little 2-inch sponge filter. I have two Fluval, they're now Fluval, but Aqua Clear 50s. This one was making noise, so I took it completely apart and cleaned it because I thought, well, it's been a while. The impeller must be making noise. It was making a real high pitch, like almost like old shop vacs when you shut them down. You know, they make that little whine sound at the end. It was making that sound. And so I took it all apart, thinking that was the problem, and it was flowing really good. And then last night it started making that noise again, even though it's completely clean. Um, I'm kind of upset because I like these filters. I don't know why that one's making noise. Inspecting it, everything is fine on it. So I unplugged it, and I got a little worried today with the heat and everything that just one of them wasn't going to give enough aeration or agitation on the water for them. So I just threw that in there, a little sponge filter to help it out a little bit. There's these black moors that we got from Jeff King. They're growing like crazy. They're just beautiful. And this one's a little smaller, but they're doing great in here. In the pond right now, we just have a couple blood parrots and Chinese algae eateries on the edge of that. His tail kind of sticking out there. Um, and a common pleco. They're just hanging out there for now until we get the 210 in here because that's where the blood parrots are going to go into the big 210. That, I think we're going to convert that into a reptile enclosure. That's kind of the plan for now. Paint the outside of the FX6 and turn it into a beautiful flower pot, Vibe says. Maybe. It comes down to it. This tank here, just like the other one, is starting to grow algae. The only fish in here is the Salvini cichlid. You can kind of see her poking her head out a little bit right down there. She's very shy about people. She's only in there temporarily, and this is going to be a home for tetras and swordtail and new cherry barbs that we're picking up. And that's where they're going to go after the Sylvania leaves. So we got, since the cherry barbs are young, we got another cycled 210, and not 210, 10-gallon tank inside the house. That's where they're going to go temporarily since we're almost done with getting this. That's we're just really excited about this tank. It's huge. Camera doesn't really show it all that great, just how big it is. So it just looks a lot shorter on camera. In person, the dimensions look a little different. Like it's a lot taller looking. But I'm sure that's the way it is all the time showing tanks on YouTube. Everything looks better. Sally, Kay, Jesse, Jake, send me that 210 so I can test it out for you. Say 10 years. Right. There's the human pond. I like swimming in that thing. Excellente. Everything's kind of a mess. We always have messes because I'm always doing something. It's mostly my fault. Here's a pretty cool windmill blade that Katie got from work. It was somebody's project they never finished, and so far it's just decoration. These are cool plants. Just cashmere, is that what they call it? Cashmere plant? Katie?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No,
'Cause I
it's
think
not cashmere, chenille.
chenille. I always get it mixed up. They're soft, super soft, fuzzy, little caterpillar type flowers on it.
Brooke said if
Like
those are
two
the
of them.
measurements that we said in the garage, it's the 240 according to the aquarium calculator.
240?
239 and change.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, the measurements are right. We measured it a few times, making sure it's gonna fit. Let's sit down for a moment. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. So we're excited about that. We're excited about the cookout this weekend. Gonna meet some cool people there. Kenny from Daniken's supposed to be there for a little while. Jeff Kane, of course. And of course, Peplin and Foxy. Sketty Nona, I believe, is supposed to be there.
Yep. Sarah.
I don't know the full list or lineup. I'm sure it's going to be.
So far, no food allergies except for one, and it's shellfish, of all things.
Allergies, food allergies?
Yeah. So it'll be pretty easy to cook because it's like a potluck.
Well, people can bring stuff if they want. I'm just excited to kind of meet other people and get away for a while, get out of town. And I'm really excited to pick up your fish that we won on the auction.
Oh, they're telling us everybody else besides Eduardo, Shane's Tanks and Bulls, Sarah, Fishian, Victoria Lee, Cody V.
Fishions being going over there? Cool.
Hi, Foxy. Hi, Brian, by the way.
We look forward to meeting everybody there. It's going to be fun. You get to see just how awkward I really am in person.
Don't mind me if I don't claim him when I'm there. Just kidding.
I wouldn't claim me either.
What else do we have in here I missed? I think I did pretty good. J-Rock.
J-Rock does stuff. That he does. We should go on Marvel. Is this supposed to be cakewalk?
Speaking of cakewalk, Foxy says get ready to come eat some cake.
I hope so. There's going to be cake there?
Mm-hmm. It's her birthday.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Yeah, her birthday is Saturday and mine is on Monday.
Yep.
I'm going to be 22 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 22. Seems like yesterday I was 21.
Well, it was last year if you're only going to be 22.
My God.
It's only last year if you're only going to be 22.
Yeah. Well, I am 21 now.
Oh, Curtis said toss Jake in the pond. Is that one of the games?
Yes.
If it's hot enough, I think everybody's probably going to be in that pond.
We should show everyone how green the water is in the pond because we haven't put up a shade cloth yet. Jeff said to get Daphnia cultured in there, but I just feel like the goldfish would eat the Daphnia before they even had a chance.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're pretty big pigs. Anything that goes in there, they eat it.
Maybe that's not how it works. I don't know. I'm not an expert by any means. Daphnia is my favorite uh, arth- arthropod. No,
Anthropod.
anthropod. Anthropod.
I'm just throwing it
I
out
should
there.
stop using fancy words.
You butchered them quite well.
Yep. Please stick to the 7-word vocabulary you're used to. 7 dirty words. Coughing. So yes, we should show them some more stuff. Since we're doing this mobile live stream, and we're not going to be on all night. It's summertime. We haven't really done much for update videos, so uh, elephant ears are going crazy. We're
They are
starting
now.
to finally, but we got something that likes to chew on them. Last year they got really huge. I think they're starting to actually go pretty good. Put them in this container this year. See if there's holes in the leaves. Faster. Go faster. Look at this. I don't see any bugs on them. That's the thing. Check them out, and there's like no caterpillars, no bugs. This fluffy guy. Forgot the name of that thing. Katie knows it. And they're finally growing. Wait, look at that. I don't know. Never had anything really munch on them the last couple of years that we did these.
They'll
Sometimes they get,
the deer will eat the bulbs. They won't eat the leaves.
yeah.
They're toxic.
That's why I think it's a bug or something, or a fungus, but let's check out the pond. There are goldfish in there, believe it or not. It's very, very green. Deer try to taste. Cue Beavis and Butthead laugh. Cool. I poop too much. Then I get tired. Oh, there's some goldfish. Oh, swim away. Let's feed them. One more come and play. Yeah, a little bit of spider web is going on. Oh, there's a nice one. Yuck. Not a big fan of spiders. Hey, here's a fake rock. Everything else is real. That one's fake. There's a pond over here, but it's completely disgusting. They don't have much for water movement. There's no fish in there, just bugs. Look at that. I think Father Fish would love this pond. We got a slime. He just kind of got away from us this year. Am I? gonna be getting sketchy. We got like 5G on this phone. Is it really getting like choppy and stuff? Are you threatening me? Breaking up is hard to do, so I'll come closer to the Wi-Fi then. All the flowers off the wood lilies are gone. Those bright red, beautiful flowers. They sure were nice while they lasted. Yeah. All this, look, so much weeding to do. Oh, it's such a busy summer. Trying to make it all beautiful. I guess I can't go all the way down through the greenhouse, but I'll give you guys a kind of a peek because some reason I get a little choppy when I get away. That tree? Well, hopefully it stays in for a little while. Got this magnetic net thing. We got some broccoli growing. It's messy in here too. There's just I do some weeding and I just on the floor so it dries and I sweep it up later. But broccoli. Okay, broccoli, collard greens. Got chard and um, I'm back, aren't I? Am I gone? Shards, not sharts. Sorry about the reception. Rows of pepper plants along the right. Um, some cucumbers and eggplants along the left. Tomatoes are behind that shelf all along the line. And a few little projects here and there, but the peppers are really coming along. I'd show you closer, but I'm sure it would just kind of cut out. There's a big mess of pots and stuff. Let's see if the temperature got better. 93.2 in here. Yeah, so the base is all insulated, made with 2x4 or 2x6. And then the frame of the greenhouse pipe clamped down. Tons of these throughout. These are just fence stakes. It's green metal stakes, but they're driven way into the ground and screwed in all along. And then reinforced with some poly pipe. And I'm in the process of zip tying these because they tend to shift. You can kind of see it shifts over. So I gotta go and zip tie them all along. We only did that to put a little more extra support on the roof for winter time. Of course, then we cut and installed the door. Kind of made the frame ahead of time with 2x6. And we used metal siding. This was left over. Ooh, that rhubarb needs some water. Does not look so good. Rhubarb down there, though, that stuff's huge. Anyways, we've had some pretty bad storms, and it stayed nice and solid. There's our rain barrel. Don't tell anybody. Shh. Yeah. The boat pond is cool. There's no fish in that either. We're really slacking on our ponds this year. It's usually that's our deal. I didn't even put anything in here. Just leftover water. It's just, that's probably where my Daphnia culture is. On the side there. So gross. Yeah. Someday I'll actually be able to retire and do all this stuff all the time. Maybe. Huh? June's comment? I didn't see it. Where is it? Well, it was kind of tough. But I've done some construction, so I knew about rough opening and whatnot. Luckily, we found pre-hung door, used one from a friend of Katie's at work. Painted it. Kind of had my cousin help me because his two-person job makes it a lot easier to hang a door. I do want to put some more supports, like lateral, front to back on the inside, just to give it a little more strength, but it holds up pretty good. Oh man, trying to look at some of these comments too. Thanks, 3G. Is it? Those flamingos is going crap in the pool. I think they did already. These things, they're inflatable and they're solar lights too. So they're like beach balls. Okay. I just got them on top of the cover, but they'll float and they charge in the daylight and then at night they glow from the inside and they light up. They're really cool. This here flamingo is a Don Featherstone. Is that his name? Anyone that's into collecting blow molds knows that Don Featherstone was the inventor of pink flamingo. Oh, sorry about that. They become collector's items and worth some money. It's cool. Just recently learned about that. Katie's a huge flamingo freak. If we had real flamingos to crap in our pool, then I guess I would let them because it would be kind of neat to have real ones, but probably highly against the law. Yeah, just ugh, that tree growing there for no reason that needs to come out. Anyway, I don't know what else I got going on here. I feel like I talk too much. That Katie should talk. Can you see me? There's my belly.
Oh my gosh, that sunlight makes my hair look all gray.
It's the sunlight, yeah.
Seriously, I'm not that white.
I am. I'm not gray either. I'm blonde.
Yep.
I used to be blonde when I was a little boy. I was blonde just like Funk, Aqua Funk. Little blonde boy. Oh, I love Aqua Funk. Thanks for showing up, bringing some humor to this otherwise dry, laughless, lackluster stream of ours.
Vibes, we're just using the phone mics tonight with the cancellation for background noise. We couldn't use our wireless mics.
Is it hard to hear me? I trail off. I mumble and I trail off and I get monotone. I'm working on it. Top of other things, I'm also a mouth breather. I do lots of weird stuff.
Doesn't mean you have to tell everybody.
Well, I'm sure they know already. And I shake a lot. Yeah, June says a nice large yard. It is for in town. Maybe 2.5 lots.
It's either 2.5 or 3.5 city lots, including where the house is sitting.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of yard in the front, but nothing much going on over there. Just intersection that everyone likes to blow the stop signs, and my work right across the street. You'd think that I wouldn't have to have Wi-Fi in order. I mean, it shouldn't make a difference. Maybe if I just set it to use the phone network from the beginning
So
instead
it's
of
not trying to
Wi-Fi.
jump.
Yeah, then it wouldn't cut out. We'll try that next week. I don't know. Or the week after.
Think something fishy.
I can't see the comments right
Oh,
now.
sorry.
You have to read it out loud.
Ogden Hill looking pretty. Nice property.
Thank you. It's really nice, and I see all the things that need work and that we
kind of slacked this year. It
yeah.
Well, not personally by choice, but nothing panned out for weather when we had off.
Yeah. Weekends have been kind of crap for the early part of the summer, and now it's getting kind of nice.
We had frost up until June when you normally could have planted flowers and had them outside.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Frost in June is stupid.
Foxy wants to know if I have my axolotl tank ready to go.
You know about how warm the fish room is, right?
I know.
The only place we could put it is down in the basement, and it's a root cellar filled full of spiders. And I try not to go down there unless something needs maintenance. So it would work down there, which sucks. I would really like one.
Yeah.
I just don't know how we would do it. And it stays cooler in the house with the AC on. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Axolotls are cool.
Well, that's awesome, Funk. He just picked his first pineapple yesterday, and it only took 2 years.
You growing them in your place, at your place?
Oh, Foxy said they'll eat the spiders if they fall in.
That'd be good. I imagine that fresh pineapple, just like any kind of like fresh fruit or vegetable that you grow yourself, is going to be amazing compared to like buying it at the grocery store. I wish I could try a fresh pineapple. I bet you it's just awesome.
Not a fan.
I love pineapple, but it's like most places you gotta buy it at the grocery store if you want a whole one or get it canned. And I love it then too. It's good. So I can only imagine a fresh one is probably awesome.
He said, yeah, he grew it himself.
Awesome.
They do take a long time to get going.
Yeah. How do you know?
Because I looked into doing them. And then I thought about the disappointment if it didn't work out and how upset I would be.
Yeah. Probably hard to grow them up here in Wisconsin.
Right.
Unless you know, a heated indoor grow room. I just don't know. Aren't they a bush?
Kind of, yeah.
They're not a tree thing, right?
Not really. I think they're related to agave.
Yeah, so it grows as a bush. There's only one pineapple per plant.
Yeah. Usually.
And you get one per season or one per year or something, or is the plant dead after you harvest it?
I haven't dug that deep.
Well, you said that you were the leading expert.
I did not say expert.
Oh, you're true. Right. Very true.
No, Brian, there's not a local fish store in Spooner. Closest one is about 30 miles away from us. South.
Pet Supplies Plus. It's in Rice Lake. Yeah. About a half-hour drive. Which could be worse. Like Mexicali said he has to drive, what, 2 hours or something?
Something like that. June has to drive forever.
Yeah.
And then it's only big box stuff, I think.
Yeah, they're pretty much like a, I don't know. I imagine that like Petco and stuff being a little bit nicer store than Pet Supplies Plus. It's not a bad store. It's not dirty or anything like that. But it's small. It's a small store. They don't have a lot of room in the building that they're at. So they have their little fish corner, with their wall of tanks that they share. On one side of it being birds and reptiles, if they ever have them in. They got kind of a bigger case in the middle with either ferrets or guinea pigs sometimes.
Well, they section off that one big floor cage.
Yeah.
So half is ferrets, half is guinea pigs.
Then the rest of it just kind of looks like a small grocery store with aisles, and there's
food and dry goods.
One half of an aisle is all their fish stuff is at.
Yeah, so it's pretty sad.
It's not a whole lot of stuff in there. Real basic, common things, but not a nice selection. Like I see you guys tour some of these stores, and I'm like, oh, it's probably good that we don't have one around here because.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't live here if we did.
Yeah. I wouldn't have a home to keep the fish at, so I'd blow all my money on that stuff. At least on the different types of fish and like the varieties of food and stuff. Like they have a decent, it's a 4 foot section. It was all of shelving, 4 foot, whatever you want to call it. And they have things like Omega 1, some Hikari. They got fluval foods like bug bites. And of course, it's a lot of Tetra foods. But it's a decent amount. I'd like to get my hands on some North Fin food. Everyone's raving about it. I'd like to try it. But the fish eat what we give them. They're doing fine.
Yeah.
It's more like they don't have any rocks or wood or anything like that.
Nothing hardscape that's other than resin.
They have, I don't know, 3 different colors of gravel, like black and unicorn puke and
maybe white.
Gray, white, yeah, something like that. I mean,
they don't even have aquarium sand.
They don't have sand. They don't have anything saltwater related at all, other than like a salinity checker, which we bought because we wanted to raise up brine shrimp. But and that's like the old style, not the kind you stare through, but the whatever they're called. I'm bad with words. There's a word for salinity checkers, hydrometer or something like that. Usually I can think of stuff a lot better than when I'm on the fly like this talking on a live stream. I'll forget my own name. So
that is kind of warm.
Yeah. But it's it's a decent store if you want to get. Yeah, didn't I say that?
Thanks, Curtis.
All the fish we've bought have come from there. Even our goldfish.
Don't get stung.
Stung in camel would be nice. Sweat bees.
That was not a sweat bee.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Get the electric racket out.
Well, at least you're honest, Funk.
What was I saying? They're fish. They got the common things that you find at most of the small stores like that. Of course, goldfish, common plecos, a couple different types of neon or different tetras. Oh man, got them. Thing is, they always die with that.
Hey, Jeff. Hey,
Sometimes
Eduardo.
it just pisses them off.
We answer to Aquafunk's question: how warm does your greenhouse get in the dead of winter? About the same as outside. We don't have anything heating it right now, so we don't grow
Couple
anything.
degrees cooler than or warmer than
Yeah, a few
outside.
degrees warmer, especially when the sun comes out. It'll probably be warmer this year since we have more tubs filled with dirt to take on the heat.
Yeah. I did see an Oscar there, right?
Yeah, they have Oscars from time to time. I was surprised they had the electric blue Jack Dempseys.
Yeah.
And they had Mabunas there a couple times.
What were those peacock ones that I really wanted? Those were beautiful. Where did it go?
I don't know. It's flying around you.
Ah, that's it.
Did you shower today?
Yes, I showered. I'm just pissed because I zapped them already.
Well.
What? We were talking about stuff,
Yes.
and then
Purple peacock.
Stupid ass bugs come over and wreck it all. And
Your peacock cichlids.
yeah. But it's once in a while. It's like normally you go there and
you just stumble upon
there's
them.
nothing, you know. It's a hit or miss kind of a deal, and it's like I said, a very small amount of tanks. It almost seems like they don't even use half of them at a time. A lot of times they're just empty tanks in there.
Well, I think what they do is they get an order and reserve a tank for somebody who pre-orders.
Right. This is like the only place in town. It's the only place around that sells fish, so people that do keep fish, they know when they're ordering them, and then it gets busy.
Yeah.
But well, you get what you get. At least we got something nearby.
Yeah, it's better than having to drive clear to the cities.
Right. Isn't there Eduardo?
Eduardo's in here. Jeff Keene's in here.
Eduardo's coming to the call, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Awesome. Phone store. If you had a way to keep them at 80, you can start your own store.
Oh,
who's he talking to?
Nice. The greenhouse stuff.
We can't start a public store on this property anyways, though. It's zoned.
Well, not only that, our house loan prohibits.
Yeah. It's the zoning and, yeah, our insurance or loan conditions or something. I don't know. Isn't that stupid? And like, it's your house, but not really, so it is our house. Come and take it from us. I wouldn't want to run a public business out of my home anyways, where people can come and go.
No, it's bad enough when there's festivities around in the area.
But We'd like to start a fish store. I don't know if we have the expertise or the knowledge to be able to keep that sort of thing going. I mean, we're still fairly new about it, about keeping fish. We're doing well, but
Aquafin just do it black market style.
the only so there's when it comes to like equipment and the other things that they sell at fish stores besides just the fish. I think in this area we don't have to worry about so much of dealing with like Amazon and places like that because we're a smaller town. It's just a lot easier to go to somewhere local. I mean, I would if there was a local fish store in town here. I wouldn't buy a lot of stuff off Amazon. I'd rather pay a little more and just go there and grab it because then I have it.
Right.
But I'd be more interested in having be more about the fish than all the products. But I don't know how profitable that would be and what the demand would be in this area. It's hard to say because I feel like sometimes we're the only people around that this area that keep fish, but I know that's not the truth. We've bumped into people. In fact, I went to a Quick Trip gas station. I don't know if some of you don't know what a Quick Trip is, and I'm sorry about that. It's a gas station chain, and they're awesome. Anyways, I went in to get something like a pizza or whatever, and the kid that checked me out, this guy's name tag on says Jake. I'm like, well, that's a big deal. There's a lot of people named Jake. And somehow I made mention about we were working on fish tanks, and he just related right along. He's like, oh, I got fish tanks too. Yeah, I can totally relate. I just had to. Oh, it was a power outage thing. I was asking about because one half of town had a power outage and the other didn't. So I was asking, did you guys have power here? Because we lost power and I was kind of worried because of all of our fish tanks. And he's like, yeah, I get worried about that too with mine. So just weird. Another Jake and Spooner that keeps. I'm saying he's younger and better looking than me. So dang it. I shouldn't even told you that.
I'm gonna go to Quick Trip. I hate that place.
I like Quick Trip. I just don't like the location of one of them. And the other one, they started having this lady. Oh, excuse me, that's gross. There's this lady that her whole job is to stand at this table and shout out.
Auction your samples off.
Yeah, she's a sample lady, but she just does not stop talking. Just
no.
Get your samples, blah 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 blah. Try it today, and her voice is like really annoying and high pitched.
It's like a bad granny.
And yeah, just a barker. I think they called those.
Yeah.
And she does not stop. So the whole time you're in there, you're trying to figure out what you want, and you're just hearing it. And it doesn't matter how many times you tell her no, thank you. When you walk by her again, she's right. Would you like to try something? Like, and of course, they station her in like the most busy traffic area, so you gotta walk through that part 3, 4, or 5 times. You think she would know that she already talked to you 2 seconds ago, but maybe it's her job. She has to do it. I do know that Quick Trips they pay pretty good, like really well when it comes to like a retail job like that. But they expect a lot of out of you. They want things done a certain way, so it might not even be her. It might be like Quick Trips, like you do this or you lose your job.
Not sure.
I couldn't do that job.
Curtis says you're too nice. She would only ask me once. Oh, hi Benjamin. Thanks for coming in.
I do get the look on me sometimes, so I don't know. I just tend to stay out of that one. But it's in a great location. The other Quick Trip is on the busiest intersection in town.
Yeah.
And it's got the
Minimal parking.
tiny little parking lot and only like two entrances, and they're both, like I said, onto busy highways. And I just feel like every time I go there, I'm going to get into an accident. Someone's going to hit me.
And you can't get out of the parking lot.
I haven't so far, but I hate getting in and out of there. I'd rather go to that location just because we don't have a carny calling out here. I want you to sample their
Chicken
hot
breast
dogs.
fillet.
I just tell them no thanks. I'm actually gonna buy. I don't want your free sample because I'm buying the whole box already. That's right here. I don't need to sample it because I've already had it before. I live here. You're a freak. Quit bothering me. Shut the hell up. I don't say that stuff. It's just what goes through my head. And plus, like I said, she's a little old lady. She's just doing her job.
Yeah.
You shouldn't call little old ladies freaks.
No.
Shut the hell up.
No.
But it sure makes a guy want to. So it's a turn off. Apparently, though, I'm probably not gonna get any Quick Trip sponsorships anytime soon. Now, probably wasn't gonna happen anyways, and I don't care. How long has it been that we've been on
We're
here?
well over an hour.
Well over an hour? That's wonderful. That's high five material there. That's once more. Yeah. Keep doing it.
It's enough.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to talk about? Because I blab too much.
No, it's okay.
I'm warm. We gotta feed our fish. Crack another beer. So we want to thank you guys for showing up. As always, you're all great people. And before next week's Monday, like I said, we're going to be at the Wisconsin Fish Fam Cookout. So to those of you that are here, that are going to be there, we'll see you then. If not, we'll see you next Monday. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're streaming on your birthday?
Stream on my birthday? It's Monday.
Yeah. Case of the Mondays.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, because I don't care. It's my birthday.
Okay.
I've had a few of them already, so.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in tonight and sharing and all the laughs and.
Don't do that. Let's fix the camera. Look at that. Okay. Go ahead. You were talking.
Thank you for sharing all the laughs and fun.
You did it again. Thank you so very much.
And the tour around the yard and the greenhouse and the tanks. Yeah. We greatly appreciate it. Like Jake said, we'll see some of you guys on Saturday. And to those we won't, have a great weekend and enjoy.
Have a good week, everybody. Love you guys. We're out.